Hi guys, so I know you guys have been waiting for this. Today's video is going to be my car reveal and the car tour, so let's get into it. So a couple of things. I did not say the type of car that I got. Some of you probably already know if you watch like my videos, but my dream car is actually a Ford Expedition. Somebody guessed the Infiniti Q something, which actually a very good guess. I really love that car once. I also really like the Nissan Armada as well, but the Ford Expedition just has my freaking heart. I love it. If you didn't watch the first part of the video, me kind of explaining everything, I'll link it down below. But with this car, I actually wanted a couple of features that were very hard to find. This was even like before I knew I wasn't going to get this car for a very long time because I, again, didn't want a car payment. But anyways, I still knew that what I wanted out of my dream car. I wanted a sunroof, and I wanted it to either be black or white. And oddly enough, that kind of was slightly difficult just because the sunroof, I think, is only available on certain models, like the limited models. This is a limited body style. So the fact that I found this car in white, I mean, it's like a pearl actually, but I'm actually really glad it's the pearly white because I think it just looks so much beautiful. I really had envisioned like a flat white, but it's like a pearl white, and it has the sunroof. It is absolutely, y'all, it just goes for days, and I'm so excited. Like, look at this. It's basically the whole roof. So other than obviously knowing that I love the body style of the Ford Expedition, I knew again what color I wanted, and the sunroof were kind of some big key things because I knew everything else that generally came with the car were already great things. This car has heated seats and air conditioning seats, and I'm like, what is that? I've never had heated seats in my life, let alone heated air conditioning, okay? Because let me tell you, it gets so hot here in Texas. My Lexus literally melts. It melts, and I'm gonna add a clip so you guys can kind of see, but like the door part, I don't know who designed the Lexus, but it would be so hot in the summer that my doors would be so soft and mushy like clay, and if my nails kind of like grabbed, it would make clip marks. So anyways, I digress. You guys want to see the reveal, so let's go. All right, so here is the front, and it's just, I feel like I'm in a James Bond car. There's so many buttons and gadgets, and it's absolutely crazy, but the style of this car is beautiful. I love the stitching here as well. I feel like it's just very nice. It's again a limited version, so it's got all the bells and whistles. This is a used car, by the way. It's a 2018 model, and I love also that the full interior is black. It has this like interesting like faux wood grain look to it, which is really nice as well, which is also in the door panel right here. But then again, you can see that stitching, which is just so pretty. I love this car. It's really interesting. There's features where you can actually pull in your mirrors. So you can see there that they just like pulled in, which is actually came in handy when I had to put this car in the garage because it's such a big long car. It wouldn't have made it if I couldn't have pulled in my mirrors like that. There's so many things I still don't even know. It also has like a very good sound system. Like, it's insane what is packed into this car. It's kind of funny because what I haven't figured out about this yet is where the auto light button is on. I have to like manually turn it on and off, and I'm like, no, surely there's an auto. Like, my Lexus, an 08 version, has an auto. So also can pop the trunk, which that's another feature that I've just been dying to have because my previous cars have been so old. They didn't make those features back then, but having your trunk just open and close by itself, I'm just flabbergasted. Like, that is just the coolest feature ever. Because yeah, I've been driving pretty old model cars. Here is what the dash looks like. You can see all of the miles on, well, hopefully you could, yeah, there's the miles there. It's just really cool. I love all the gadgets, but I am familiar with this because I have rented a car. I've rented the Ford Expedition before, not this car obviously itself, but I've rented one before, and the steering wheel, you know, pretty similar to some of what I have going on in my previous car. So there's that. And then we have the whole thing. Another thing that's new for me is having a backup camera. I've never had that, so it's just kind of crazy being able to see that. But yeah, I already have like all of my favorite stations. And then the other thing is that I can actually link my phone to this. I've never again been able to do that because I don't have like a whole dash like this in my Lexus, and neither in the Explorer because it's so old. I've had to like plug in with an aux for my Lexus, and the Explorer is so old that it doesn't even have an aux plug-in. Like, that's just tell you. It's really cool because I also have like a full 12 volt here. And then this is what gets me. Air conditioning seats, heated seats, you can see I have it on. And then the steering wheel is freaking heated. And I'm beside myself because I've never experienced such luxuries before. And then this is really cool because it charges my cell phone. You just like literally place it right here and it charges it without even being plugged in. I like that they still give you 2 plugins. And then this is how you change gears. And then, honestly, I don't even know what any of this does, to be honest. Here's what that looks like when it's closed. And then so you can see the seat, or the passenger seat here, and then show you guys how pretty. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I can't deal. And then we have the center console, which is very, very deep. So it's got a little tray in here. I have like an extra bag. I have my purse in here, and then some things that I've been buying. I want to do like a stocking video. So I bought a, this is an essential oil, I think, diffuser. I also want to get a humidifier as well. And then I also have like a little small first aid kit. And then I also have some chapsticks, which are in my purse right now that I got from Dollar Tree, that I just needs to like stay in the car. But it's just really nice to have a compartment like this. I've never had any kind of space like this before. And here is the view. Oh my gosh. So this car solves, again, so many things for me. It's got the space if I need to like move. I do a lot, like whenever I move, I move a lot myself. I mean, I'm not planning on moving, but my daughter moves in and out of college, so I won't have to rent U-Hauls anymore. We take big trips, so that's going to be helpful. But what I love most is this empty space right here, because I kind of imagine Loki having this spot right here when we travel. So it's just a good, nice open space for him. And then you can see there's 3 seats in the back and then the bucket seats in the center. So I really love this car. It's 7-passenger seating. So, and then the entire roof is just all sunroof. And I really love this feature. Sunroof is a really big thing for me because I like the concept of convertible cars. I've never really wanted to own one, but I think having a sunroof just makes it feel kind of like you have a convertible without having a convertible. So this was, again, a very big feature that I just didn't want to like settle, you know, for just any Ford Expedition. So the fact that one night randomly, I just said, oh, I'm gonna buy this car, literally, because the day before and before that I was like, I'm not buying this car. I mean, I hadn't even seen this car. I just meant like, I'm not gonna buy a new car. But then one night I was like, I'm buying a new car. And this car was available. It was the right color. It had the sunroof. The price was where I knew was good for me. So everything just checked the box. But here's the funny backstory to this car. This car almost gave me a heart attack. It was actually not located here. It was located in Houston. And so that night, you know, dealerships stay open pretty late. So that night I had already gotten, like, I saw it. I went to my office. I said, I want to buy this car. I did a search, found this particular car, and I was like, it's my dream car. And then I got approved for it literally that night. And then they put the car on hold because by the time I did all of the approval paperwork on the phone, the dealership had closed. So they're like, okay, we put the car on hold, and then we'll do the transfer request for you in the morning. So the next morning I didn't get a call, so I got kind of nervous, so I made a phone call, and a girl was like, oh, sorry, like, that car's not available. And I said, what? Because that was it. Like, I wasn't going to then find another car. It just so happened that I saw it. It was the car of my dreams. It checked all the boxes. And so then I was just kind of like, she's like, can I help you find another car? And I was like, no, thank you. I kind of got off the phone and I was kind of confused. And I was like, you know what? That doesn't make sense. So I tried again. I called somebody else, and this guy was like, no, he's like, this car's on hold for you. He's like, I'm going to put in the transfer request. So maybe she got confused. Maybe the car was on hold and she didn't realize that she was talking to the person it was on hold for, even though I gave her my name, but like, regardless, okay? But it literally almost gave me a heart attack. And then we put in the transfer request. It happened so fast. It was like a couple of days from the time that I just walked into my office, bought a car without even driving it. I told y'all that was dumb, very, very dumb. Don't do that. And then it got here. I finished the paperwork. I did like this express thing because I had already done all of the financing part. And yeah, so the point is, like, what if I never had called back? What if I just took her word for it and been like, well, that car's gone? But that's why, to me, I feel like all of this was just meant to be. And that's why in that video I said I have no regrets, because I truly feel like this was just the car for me. All right, so now I am sitting in the back, and you can see that there's even heated seats back here as well, you guys. I actually don't know if this row has heated seats or not, but these two do have heated seats. Another Volt there, and then this is interesting. I mean, I honestly haven't even really been back here. I've been training Loki to get in and out of the car right here and having him stay, but whenever I transport him and just take him out to socialize and all that, he actually rides in the passenger seat. So I need to change, but I'm doing that because I'm slowly introducing him to the car. I just didn't want him to like want to be so close to me and then jump and do all of that. So the first step was just having him not ride in my lap, which he had been doing previously in the Lexus. Now he's just way too big to be in my lap. So, and he sits there all by himself. I'll throw up some pictures. But yeah, so here's what the back looks like. And then this is what I talked about with the XL model. The XL model has a full trunk. Like, this is short. This is not very much. The XL model goes out even more. So that Expedition is longer, way longer than this one. And honestly, if I had the XL, I don't think it would have fit in my garage. So I don't have the XL feature, but that's okay. That wasn't a deal breaker for me. And then here are the 3 seats. I know this isn't a very good look here. And then there's buttons to adjust and fold them down. And then here's what it looks like all the way from the back. I need to dye my hair, but hopefully I gave you guys a pretty good show around the car. I know it's probably not like the fanciest editing, but I'm kind of pressed for time. But basically, that is the car reveal. I bought my dream car, the Ford Expedition, and I'm still in shock, to be honest, but it's been several weeks now. Like, I've even gotten my plates and everything at this point. But I did I did it. It just, again, I just found myself walking into my office, like, bought a car that night. It was just very bizarre. But anyways, thank you guys so much. I saw all the congratulations and the well wishes, and y'all are so sweet and so supportive, and that just makes me incredibly happy to have you guys love, you know, other people's happiness and their dreams coming true for them. And that just speaks, I mean, incredible volumes about your character. And I just want to thank you for that. So again, thank you so much. I'm here, like, I am driving a pretty 2018, but I got closer to 2022. And honestly, y'all, the one that makes me giggle the most every time I do it is opening and closing my trunk with a button. The fact that I'm not like manually, that's got me in all kinds of stitches. Because I've never, again, like, what is that? But anyways, that's the car reveal. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.